Okay, right, it's pre-match here, Emirates FA Cup away at Salisbury. Mark, how are you? How's the squad? How is everybody? Everybody looked to be in good spirits from what I could see. It's a buzz about the place, isn't there? It's a friendly welcome.
No, lovely club, Salisbury. Be even better than Let's Win. No, lovely club, good people, always a nice welcome, which is lovely. Great little ground to play at, pitch in good condition. Our boys, obviously, as always, we're always in a good mood no matter what. So it's looking forward to the game.
And they were just the two really with the concerns after last week, weren't they, with Brennan going up early and Charlie
when the keeper came out and made that unbelievable brave save and split his head open, it was on Charlie's knee, which is still swollen. It's look, that stretched just a little bit. But we've called up Ted Sullivan and Miles, youngsters, year one boys. They're excellent lads, and that's great for them. I think the club's never been in a position. Credit to the FA, recognising that modern football, you want 7-9 subs, more participation, because that's why we all do it. So the boys, they could have a part to play today. That is the bottom line. But look, the team we put out, as we know, will be competitive. We do look forward to every game we play, and we're looking forward to this.
I haven't seen the team, obviously maybe you can allude to it as well, but milestone today is that James McShane, if he plays or gets on today,
he's captain, he's playing,
okay, so he is then. So it's 350th appearance for Dorking Wanderers. That is one hell of an achievement, isn't it?
Well, it is really, because, we're in an era where some of the leagues we played in, there was only 30 league games. I mean, I think, I know we've had some real legends that have come and gone, Jerome Beckles and, some boys that have been stalwarts. Briggsy, ironically, who's here today. But, James McShane is fast becoming the biggest of all of them. I mean, he's been here the longest now, and he does epitomise the club, because he's come from the muddy field at West Humble to scoring that infamous goal against hat-trick against Notts County. And let me tell you, mate, at training, he was exceptional. He is starting to look. I made a comment that I don't think we can leave Macca out of our team at the moment. He's playing brilliantly. Obviously Charlie's a big loss, but we have got a similar player in Macca. He's going to captain the team. But obviously it's easy to say, but what a man as well. 350 appearances, but never gives you a day's trouble. You wouldn't know he's here, mate, and trust me, in football, that's something you appreciate.
And before we go, I know that you've put a couple of things out on social media, but it's been an exceptionally sad week, hasn't it, really, in the footballing world, and obviously with the non-league world and the football world, and those kind of links that we have, because obviously Mark Beard really well, and obviously earlier in the week, mourn the loss of his brother Matt, and then obviously Alfie's dad manages Chichester, who have also lost one of their players in the last week. It's been a really sad week in football, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a really, really sad week, and obviously Matthew succumbed to, succumb to his own issues, which, the adoration he's got around the game and the tributes have just been incredible. Obviously, I've spoken to Mark and Claire, a close family. There can't be enough recognition for men's mental health. Sometimes it seems a little bit taboo, or a little bit like on trend, and being honest about it, people read it and see it, and sometimes you can scroll past it, and then obviously when it's like anything in life, when it's close to home. You take a look. So we're looking to do something in recognition of Matthew, and just an awareness day. That's what really matters. So sad. And then obviously, then the young lad for Chai. Obviously, it is close to home for us. Alfie's dad is the manager, so obviously Alfie was across it really early on. It's like. What I would say is the game is culpable. It really is, because, the poor boy, I appreciate it's innocuous and whatever it might be, but there should not be rigid walls around pitches, and there's a lot of time and effort goes into the game itself.
Yeah.
Ground gradings, requirements, and if you own a club, the frustrations will be all the things you need to do that actually don't matter.
Yeah, as you've experienced over the last few years, haven't you, with the grounds and everything
Yeah.
you've been part of. Yeah.
And like, listen, I might need to be corrected here, but like the ground grading talks about solid structures for pitch surround, okay, of a solid nature.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that what they tried to avoid was like the old green mesh, where if the ball hit it, it would make an indent, and arguably it could hit a kid or whatever, sort of health and safety type levels.
Yeah.
And that, to a degree, I think that's where it came from.
Right.
But look, I've always said that ultimately, you know, the Football Association are responsible for all aspects of the game, and the number one thing is player safety. And I think the big disappointment is that when the scare happened with Alex Fletcher, and we nearly lost him, and God, you know, saved him in terms of like he was out with a washing, Alex, and he recovered. That was a big warning sign. And you know, I would say that there are responsibilities on clubs as well. I think if you are a club and you know that you've got one of these rigid structures that doesn't move, you should be knocking it down now. You need to go out there and demolish it and just put a rope up. And it is a little bit like, I don't want to coin tragedies too much, but it's a bit like Grenfell when you had that awful tragedy, and then it was a case of, do you know what, rip that cladding off the other places. I think the brick walls should be knocked down. The club should be under no pressure to rebuild. Even putting a rope up is adequate. Because the players are nervous. You know, we come here today and it is four sides of brick concrete block. And to be fair, it's a couple of sides of the ground. It's a huge runoff. But it's not a huge runoff all the way around. And obviously the boys are coming in thinking, blimey. So, look, I think the FA are right to say we need our clubs to do X. I think they're right to say that. But I also think the sport is right to say to the FA, don't forget yourselves here. Like, you have got a responsibility across the game, and they have got the power to mandate things, and they are now. They've acted quickly, and they are gonna take a look at it. So, you know, we applaud them for that. But I do think every club that's got a dodgy part now, in terms of out of respect for what's happened, but obviously moving forward to avoid something being on their watch, should just take these things down. That's where I am with it, mate. Very sad week.
Yeah, I just wanted to get your views on those as a football manager and club owner as well, and something that you'd be close to. Okay, good luck this afternoon, Mark. As always, and we'll speak to you afterwards.
Get a win, mate.
Thanks, Mark. Cheers.